So, this is the Origin 890 Jump. Did I do a review of this ship already? Yes. Yes, I did. So, why am I doing another one? Because this ship is the greatest of all ships. Because I'm a sucker for luxury. And this ship is the pinnacle of luxury. This is the trillionaire's boat. This is the ship that says, I have made it. Okay? This is the 890. Okay? This ship is amazing. It's massive. It's long. Honestly, my old review was probably, I don't know, maybe close to an hour and a half of just reviewing the one ship, okay? This thing is massive. It's colossal. Everything about it is just excellent. Every element, every point of design, and CIG even did a commercial for it. And you can look it up on YouTube. Which is what I'm assuming you're watching this through now, but it's really well done show. It just has so many layers, so many just places to be, and this little circle I forgot about, but this one will actually tell you where to stand. Because this door is supposed to open. I had to remember where the switch is. Because ever since the new update, you have to like find switches. And some doors are still, you know, like able to light up and have you call them. But that isn't always the case. There you go. Hello, old friend. It's been several months since I've had the privilege to set foot on one of these and to actually fly it as opposed to, you know, board it. There's a mission that you can actually do where you board one that's taken over by pirates and all of the lights are shut off just like this. But yeah, it's definitely a treat. So I'm not going to do the super in-depth review because that already exists on my YouTube. What I'm going to do instead is just kind of cut to the chase here. Because the old review was done in Area 18. This review will be done in New Babbage. So. And then here's the bridge.
are clear to launch.
Switching into some more relaxing clothes because, you know, it's a luxury liner. There may be
Launch complete.
dead pockets.
Warning, collision 4. Warning, collision starboard. Warning, collision port. Warning, collision stern.
Yep, landing gear is pretty simple, straightforward. And it is
Thank you,
nighttime
and please visit again.
in New Babbage, which is what I've wanted. So as you can see, it's a giant pizza slice. It's basically a space yacht. And this is the Origin Jumpworks, Origin Jumpworks 890J, and you can actually see the master bedroom from here. So let's go ahead, set a course for the city, and got another ship right above me here. Kind of hard to tell from its silhouette. It may be an Asperia, because it looks like a giant bird, and that's how that ship looks. The drop ship, that is. No, it looks like a freelancer. Well, we're here to review this ship. We're not going to worry about what those guys are doing or what other players are doing. This is all about the 890 jump. And as long as we stay up here, we don't have to deal with the terrible, terrible snow. So I kind of just want to park it and have it hover. And I don't know if I will be able to do it. And we'll see, you know, what's changed about the ship, if anything. Nothing should have changed though, because the hijack mission that you do, it's identical. It's nothing special. Performance is what you'd expect for a massive ship like this. This is probably the longest ship in the game. I mean, the only ship that's probably on par with this is the Carrack, of course. Because that's my avatar right there in front of the glowy globe. And there's the rest of the luxury liner right there. So this ship is all about opulence. It's a status symbol. It's about flexing with the wealthy and the galactic power. And that's one thing that I love about this this ship and what Origin has done here, because they've taken something so familiar to us in the 21st century and incorporated it beautifully into high-end, high luxury in the 30th century. It's like the year 2950 in this game, so they're in the 30th century, 900 years in the future, roughly. So, as far as it being a joy to drive, or fly, I should say, it definitely is that. Performance numbers are good. As you can see, you can get pretty movement speeds in that mode. But that inertia is definitely something that you're gonna feel. So you can't do sudden stuff with the 890 jump because it is big. And the engines will do what the engines can, but you can't push it, you know?
Warning, collision 4.
Getting collision alerts, yeah. Let's get closer to Aspire Grand here. Alright. Looks like it's good. And again, hold altitude. And behind me is of course the spaceport. But what I want to do is reorient the ship so I can see Aspire Grand from my bedroom, because that's where we're going to be heading next. And there is the inertia that I'm talking about. Feels very realistic though. That's the good thing. Want the nose pointing up. If we make any motion at all, we don't crash. Alright. And we're gonna leave the seat. And hopefully does not do. Yeah, looks like it's pretty fixed. Good. Very good. So this hopefully with future updates will reflect the planet that we're on. But yeah, it's time for us to explore our ship now. So this is identical, except now you can see circuit panels where you couldn't before. So CIG added that. And I thought this was just like storage for backpacks, but if it literally has circuit boards and stuff, then it's probably just an engineering dream. And that's why I chose this location, because I wanted this screenshot right here. And if you didn't know any better, you would think that you're in a high-end office building. Chairs are the same, hadn't changed those. But yeah, you would have no idea that you were inside of a ship. Like, that's how high quality these materials are. And this is literally like Calcutta gold right here on the ground. Like just gold marble going in through the floor. And you know, her character, she's wearing like super casual outfit here. But all of her money goes clothes on ships. She doesn't spend money on clothes. Doesn't really much care about clothes. Just, you know, beauty products and ships. So this is level 4, and I don't know what this is. Maybe it's like a little touch of art. And now we are moving into the master. And here we are. Ship's a little canted, just a little off center, but it's holding steady. So it's really all I wanted. Okay. So now, expensive drinks, cigars, high-end stuff. You know the deal. And there is, of course, Spire Grand right there. And a mini form of the ship. A model, if you will. Okay, bedroom. Bedroom has not changed much. These bathrooms you will find on the 650. I think it's called the 650i. And the 650i is a nice ship. Don't get me wrong, especially the 650i touring. But like if you're gonna get a 650i, anyone who flies a 650i couldn't afford an 890J. That's all I'm gonna say. Like the 650i really isn't that great, especially when you have this ship. And so I don't know what kind of computer this is, but this is legit a circuit board. So that's a new surface. I don't remember if there was glass here or not last time I was on the ship, so I guess you could say that's new. But the bedroom as a whole has not changed very much. Okay, and then there is a oil painting of the 890J, and we are in the kitchen. And so you can see the kitchen dining room. So you can see it's designed to be intimate. You know, it's only four seats here. Got ourselves a nice little fish tank. Like you're living the life, man. You're living the life. And then of course your space light. Alright, so now let's go ahead and descend into the ship. We'll work our way down. So now this is Suite 3, Suite 4, and Bar and Lounge. And those two things are waiting for us. So let's go ahead and hop in here. That's the sound of the pool. So this is your suites. And you know, you have guests over on your yacht. This is where they can sleep. And as you can see, the rooms are in incredibly high quality. You know, I actually like this room more than the master bedroom, to be honest. Like if I had to choose between the two, you know, it would definitely be this room. You know, you have a little panel here that you can project any image that you want. The master bedroom, you know, you can see what's actually outside of your ship at any time, but you have the same bathrooms as what's in the master bedroom, which, you know, it's like this suite room is better than the master bedroom. And the opposite suite is also the same. this is the bar, and as you can see, currently it has just pictures of Origin ships doing what Origin ships do best. But I'm pretty sure that you'd be able to project any images that you want, including live television, and have it beamed to your ship in real time. So slope of the ship is awesome, something that I really love about it. It just feels like it flows, you know what I mean? And this is just the quality of the marble here, the quality of the materials and surfaces. It's great. It's really great. And I really love just the style here, just that two-tone black and white, like monochromatic approach, the finish of the materials. And then of course, this is the main dining area where you and your guests hang out. So as you can see, it's a larger table, much larger than what was in the master bedroom. And you know, from here you can also conduct your meetings with potential business partners, potential rivals, all on that nice Calcutta gold marble. And you have your vision into the cosmos. So of course, you know, a ship like this would be a major target by pirates, and that's why if I had a ship like this, I would never, in this universe of course, if I had a ship like this, I would never travel just by myself. I'd always be flanked by some kind of security forces, because, you know, having the ability to just warp out and get the hell out of Dodge is the most important. Then this is of course the kitchen. So we heard that water right beneath us, so that's the spawn pool. We're gonna go ahead and slide down there now. And this was an issue that morphologists have pointed out, because there isn't really any separation between what the guests are doing and what the crew is doing. Like on modern luxury liners, the crew is kept as separate from the staff. The crew is kept as separate from the guests as possible. Like, you see the crew only when you need to see them, you know what I mean? And to have an elevator that crew is going to take to get from point A to point B, going through where the guests are like nude and where the guests are like chilling at the pool, isn't probably the best approach, but you know, it works. It works, you know. But yeah, there's not too much about this ship that has actually changed. Like, definitely from the design standpoint, like the actual design of the ship, nothing's changed. Like, it's literally the same ship. Come on, open up. Or not. Well, we see the pool in there, and then the pool's pretty much the same, so it's nothing that I'm really trying to see here. Alright, so now, as we can see here, we have an escape raft, engineering, and another escape raft in engineering, and this is down on the first floor. So we took the elevator to come down. This is the bar area, and you know, the steps look really cool, but they could potentially be a hazard. Something else that morphologists have pointed out as well. I cite him a lot because he's a real world architect, so you know, there's a certain eye that you have for these things when you are a you know, someone that actually works in this space. As opposed to me, I'm just some dumbass who likes spaceships and sci-fi. You know what I mean? All right. So that will take us down into engineering, and this is the escape raft. If for any reason you and your people need to bail, that's the way to go. But you can really just see the small little details in the materials. You know, CIG really like focused on making this just a huge deal. Like just making all of the different elements pop. So this is actually, we're at the escape raft now. Let's go to the crew deck. The crew deck is lower down in the ship, so the guests will never come down here. And so we have a giant freight elevator. Where you can pick up massive ships and or vehicles. Fully protruding from the ship now. And then people, vehicles, tanks, whatever, can roll on that. And then you just call the elevator. And it does this in 2 stages, and that prevents you from decompressing the ship. So that's the best part. That's the best part about this design here. So that's a really cool touch. Alright, so the engine room, looking here, we've got our jump drives. And this engine it's really cool. It's really cool. And then of course that takes us back. Well, I am on engineering. There's the open compartment, which is terrifying. I will do that at the very end, just in case I clip or something. But alright, so now we're in the crew area. Let's see what's changed. This little this little chair here is another pilot chair. Interesting. So, I know this will come in future updates, but you may be able to pilot the ship without actually being on the bridge. Let's say the bridge is compromised by boarders, you can just like escape down here and pilot the ship. Or trigger self-destruct sequence, because these are all escape pods. Vertical escape pods. So you have escape pods for the guests, which are like these comfortable mini jets, and then you have the escape pods for the crew. And this is the actual kitchen where all of the yummy food is made. And this is, of course, the rest area for the crew. So it's not as luxurious as where the actual guests are, but it does have a nice element of feng shui to it. And it's cozy. It's cozy. And these are all rooms for the crew. So when the day is done, you can just crawl in here, fall asleep. You don't have anything fancy, but you can make it as dark in here as you want. And I'm sure the air conditioning is amazing. And more bathrooms. Simple bathrooms, not nearly as luxurious as the actual suites on the upper levels, but hey, it gets the job done. This is probably like something that you would find in a high-end Earth apartment, okay? A high-end Earth apartment that's like middle income. And here are suit racks for EVA. And here's a nice little rec room. Looks like a little wine cooler. An actual pool table instead of the freaking metal ball table that's in the Carrack, and a arcade machine. Can you believe that? 890 Jump has a legit arcade machine. And now you put on your EVA suit. And you're wearing it and you go to the airlock. And this is where ships coming in are going to land. So 890 Jump can accommodate 2 large vehicles, really. And that's more than even what the Carrack can do. And then of course this is turret and hangar access. So hangar access. And open takes us down and outside. So send elevator. I probably will be fine on that. I probably will be fine on that. Because we're kind of almost done. And then closing the hangar doors. Does it cost the elevator to come down automatically, or do you have to call it first? Okay. So you can open and close the hangar doors without calling the elevator. Yes, you can do that. Alright. So we will come back. Or maybe not. We've seen all the areas of the 890. Yeah, we've seen all of them. We've literally seen all of them. So let's open open the hangar doors. And let's send the elevator, hop onto the platform. And hopefully I don't freaking freeze to death. There's also a basketball hoop, if you're feeling lucky. Okay. I'm outside in the elements, and the game is not treating me like I'm outside, so that's good. I'll take it. Okay, now the game knows. Now the game knows. But yeah, that's like the main reason why I wanted to park here in the middle of the city. Because 890 jump, I can pick a rooftop. I can pick a rooftop wherever I want. So my body temperature is already dropping, and you can see I'm starting to shiver violently. And that's what your character does when you're losing a lot of body temperature. But yeah, jumping back onto the this hangar door actually protects me from the elements. And I would like to say, oh, it's because of a shield or something like that, but no, it's literally programming, and it's just it's the one thing that I'm not going to be like, oh, CRG fix this, because then I would have to like put on armor and stuff, you know, and it's like, why do that? But I'm able to do something in this ship that you cannot do with any other ship in the game, except maybe the Carrack. But the Carrack doesn't have an elevator, okay? The Carrack doesn't come with an elevator. It doesn't boost you, okay? The 890 jump does, and that's what sets the ship apart from everything else and everyone else. So you follow the slopes. Survival estimate is dropping, but there's my bedroom. But like you can literally see the frost starting to form on her hands. The frost is all over her clothes. Like it's literally freaking freezer. So let's end the suffering. Alright, and as you can see, the body temperature, it's trying to normal, you know, like regulate itself. But it can't, because you're cold. And the suit itself won't protect you indefinitely, and that's the difference. Alright, just being out here by yourself. Alright. So now let's try the most dangerous. And that's the open elevator. The open elevator trick. So she's reacting to the high winds, which we can't hear, but they exist. It also doesn't help that her ankle is literally broken. Her left ankle is shattered. I don't know how she's walking on it. Stranger things have happened. Alright. So we don't want to fall down there, even though that's slope. No, we don't want to fall down there. That slope's too steep. We won't be able to get back up. Yeah, it roars. And you can see the storm off in the distance. Alright, and now we're safe. So we can take a look at turret access real quick. Which helps us deal with those pesky fighters. So yeah, this is the business end of your weapon, okay?
Origin Jumpworks at your service.
And this is when you gotta swat a couple of flies. Because there are people that will try you. Alright, let's go ahead. Okay. So this is not what I thought it was. Okay, I guess that's a relief. So let's head back to yeah, it's another turret. And this is the waiting lounge. So people who fly in and land, they're gonna sit here. But if they go through the wrong door, then they're gonna end up in the crew quarters. That's another thing that morphologists have pointed out, like that area just isn't as well designed. Because this is where VIPs are supposed to be waiting. Right here on these luxurious couches with the Calcutta Gold. Oh, this is the med bay. So this is the first ship that I've ever seen with a med bay. The Carrick's med bay blows it out of the water by a country mile. And there's a lot in this room that doesn't even make sense. It's almost as if Origin put this here as an afterthought, you know? Like, it's so underdeveloped compared to the rest of the ship. And it's a disappointment. It's a disappointment for sure. So this is where you can get your marine on. Okay, these are all weapons racks. In the event that you're dealing with mortars down here, this is where you go to take care of business. What the hell am I looking at? Did I crash? What am I looking at? But that's why I waited on the elevator. Heh, mind your step. Escape raft, crew deck, engineering. We're gonna go up to the escape raft because the escape raft will take us into the main atrium. And these are suites 1 and 2. So you come up through the waiting area and you find yourself here, and you can put up your suitcases and play chess, and it's identical to the rooms that we just looked at. They're just oriented a little differently, which I like, because CIG designs the interiors of each ship relative to its proportions. So but yeah, airlock and docking. This is actually the entry point I used when the ship was under attack. Yeah, that doesn't look right. Looks like we crashed at some point. But then it looks like we didn't crash, so it's weird. Let me get to the bridge and check it out. Yeah, no, we did crash. Yeah, we did. We literally crashed.
Fuel, 25%.
Oh, that's why. We ran out of gas. That's hilarious, dude. That's hilarious. Now I've got to call freaking AAA. Now I've got to call AAA to get me in the air. I spent so much time exploring this ship, I actually ran out of gas. This has never happened before. Wow. Incredible. Freaking incredible. I'm so glad I did this review. I never thought something like this could happen. No wonder everything looked weird. Well, anywho, that's it. That's it, I guess. That's an 890 jump. Doesn't have a self-destruct mechanism, so just got to do this the old-fashioned way. It's a pretty robust ship, though. I mean, it fell, and I didn't even know it fell, so that's another plus. But yeah, that's my favorite ship in the game for obvious reasons, man. It's just everything you want in abundance. But on that bombshell, I'm gonna go ahead and complete my reviews. I've reviewed every ship. So feel free to leave what you think in the comments. Um, and yeah, if you like my commentary, I stream on twitch.tv. And you can see that if you click on my links tied to my YouTube page. But again, I'm a streamer primarily. I'm not a YouTuber. YouTube is just a place where I go to upload my stuff so I can go back and look at it. But yeah, this was fun. It was great. It literally took me like most of Saturday and most of today to review all of the ships. So now it's just a matter of doing the processing, doing the work, and coming your way. Once I have all of that buttoned up, is of course um, the tours that I've always wanted to do. And now that I have a recording program that I trust, um, yeah, I'm gonna do that for you guys. So take care until next time, and I've got to get ready for work tomorrow morning. So see ya.